Now, before you go ahead and buy that old car or place a bid at a car auction because the car just looks nice, I will just advise you to watch this video because I'm going to list 10 solid tips or basic information that you need to know before buying a used or an auction car in Kenya, since one wrong move will cost you hundreds of thousands of shillings in repairs, fake documentations, or even completely losing your car. Now, not everyone can just walk into a dealership and just fork over cash and just get a brand new import. That's why many Kenyans are turning to the older, locally used vehicles. For example, this Nissan March 2014 model. This is an older, locally used vehicle and it's going at 450,000 Kenya shillings. And you'll find such cars are in extremely good condition, and if you have someone who looked after their vehicle, these vehicles will serve you extremely well. The other place Kenyans are looking into is the auction sites. Hapa sasa ni kama the SACCOs and bank repossession areas, the NTSA and KRA auctions, or even government and police auctions. Now in this video, I'm going to list 7 tips for buying older vehicles and 3 necessary tips for buying vehicles at an auction. So let's dive into this video review. Au clair de lune, l'amour éclore. Now, first and foremost, always buy vehicles during the day. Biashara ya usiku achana na. Always buy vehicles during the day. This is so that you can spot rusts, hidden dents, or poor panel repairs. Kama mtu haja maintain gari nje, how sure are you under the hood iko well maintained? Utaenda ufork over cash, upende home na something that it will go and cost you a lot of money just repairing the body, paint jobs, kurectify hizo zote, and then under the hood upate many issues. So just check out for the hidden dents, door frames kama ziko sawa, under the car, the wheel arches. If the body itself isn't in a good condition, ama the electrical conduits, kila kitu basically, you can't trust this vehicle. Now, the second thing unafaa kuconfirm ni the car's background. This is easy. Now, if already uko a citizen, you can just log in and go to NTSA Teams account to confirm the ownership. Hii confirmation of ownership, basically, you are checking if this vehicle has the logbook or the logbook itself, it is in the owner's name mwenye anakuuzia gari. Usiende ununue gari iko na pending logbook transfer or any caveats zenye zinaweza kulimit ama kukuja kukusumbua huko mbele na umeshanunua gari. The other thing that you should do is bring a fundi or a mechanic. You just can't trust your own eyes unless you are mechanically in tune or mechanically knowledgeable about such things. Now, mechanic atakuja kuangalia nini? Suspension, brakes, engine wear. Hizi vitu mingi ni invisible to the untrained eye. And I will just advise for you to go with a trusted mechanic. Mtu atakucharge kidogo, yes, but it is better to cough up that small fee instead of kupeleka gari kwake baadaye kwanza kumfungulia issues mingi sana zaidi zenye unge avoid angekuambia tu hii gari achana nayo. Now, the other thing you should do, kama ni kwenda kubuy a used model, for example, this 2014 Nissan March, you should go and start the vehicle yourself. Engine ikue cold. Start the engine when it's cold. Ukipata already iko running, kuna something fishy going on. If ukienda uwashe gari, usikie ina load sana, usikie gari ina knock, or the smoke inawaka, either it's blue, inamaanisha oil ina burn. Ikikuwa white sana, ile foggy, inamaanisha iko na shida na cooling system, and ikikuwa the black smoke, inamaanisha kuna a fuel system problem. If there is any of those things kwa hiyo gari, just walk away from that deal. Properly, usianze kureplace hapo ati fuel system yako, usianze hapo kusema ati unaenda kujifixia coolant leaks, ati oil leaks. Hizo vitu zote utaenda ufunganishe engine and it's just become a big hectic issue unto you. Now, if the vehicle is in order, kila kitu iko sawa, the other thing that you should do is check the gears and transmission and how the vehicle handles as well. Juu ikiwa parking haujui venye iko so far, hii yote ni physically tunaona tu. The next thing you should do is do a proper test drive. For example, enda kwa tarmac, enda kwa rough roads, hizi tu kidogo kidogo, check how this vehicle handles it all. Ukienda rough road uta notice labda kuna creaks haziko evident kwa tarmac roads, and hizi vitu lazima uzimention before buying the vehicle. Zinaweza kusaidia maybe kulower the price or ukatae the deal at all. Now, you should also check how the gear shifts, brakes and noises. Zingine tu zinaweza kuwa kwa body. Unaweza pata body panels zingine haziko attached, but zikienda kwa upepo zinaanza kusonga songa. You should check all these things while doing the test drive. Now, the sixth thing that you should do is ask for a service history. Now, unfortunately, gari mingi ni ngumu kujua service ilifanywa lini in Kenya, but they should have at least something noted down somewhere when the next service should be done on this vehicle. And ukiuliza hizi maswali, unaweza uliza nini na nini amekuwa kiservice in order uweze kujua ama kuassess the level of service needed on this vehicle. But it's just a general good measure. Ukisha buy gari, enda uifanye service mwenyewe, everything just for peace of mind, kama huamini the seller. Now, the seventh thing that you should keep in mind ni have a budget for immediate repairs. For example, umepata deal poa sana, deal clean, but uko willing to compromise something like wear of the tires, fluids labda zilikuwa chini sana, shocks zilikuwa zimeanza kuisha, or service iko due. Now, if you're willing to compensate for those costs, you can just budget for that immediate repairs and just get that car if everything else is in good condition. Now, if you're looking to buy vehicles from auction, there are three things to keep in mind. One, know where the auction is from. The common sources need Landmark, KRA auctions. This will be unclaimed or seized vehicles. And the other place is bank repossessed vehicles, for example, from NCBA and KCB, and via SACCOs, meaning that you took a loan and replaced your vehicle as collateral, but you don't have the funds to pay up the loan. So what do? They just take your vehicle to compensate for the loan that you took. Now, before you go and buy from any of these places, there's one thing to know about the vehicle. Make sure you know if the vehicle is sold as is or if it has duty issues. Now, if you're going to buy a vehicle that has duty issues, keep in mind, hii inamaanisha hii gari haijalipiwa import duty. This will mean that when you buy the vehicle, umejiongezea cost ingine juu. And tukienda kwa the second thing to understand ni the total cost of vehicles. Now, hizi ni vitu basic tu unafaa kujua. The first thing ni you must pay the winning bid, you must pay the VAT, and you must pay the auctioneer fee. This fee will vary place to place. Other places ni 5k, other places unapata 20k. It depends on the place, but the auctioneer fee is a fee that must be paid. Now, additional fees that you must pay ni kama hii gari yako ilikuwa na duty issues, you must pay the import duty on this vehicle. The other thing lazima ufanye ni ulipe NTSA transfer fees. Keep in mind kuna insurance ya gari, inspection and logbook change. Hii inamaanisha kudiregister and registration again for the logbook. And the biggest cost itakuwa repairs of the vehicle. Maybe tire zako zishaanza kurot juu zimelala hapo auction yard for a very long time. Maybe this vehicle has rust issues. Maybe this vehicle needs bodywork or replacement of vitu kama lights. And total costs, for example, you bought this vehicle at 500k. Costs zote totaling up can get up to 700 to 800k. Ukikosa kuwa makini in the additional costs that come with the vehicle. Now, the third thing to note, if you're buying vehicles from an auction, always read the auction terms. kama for example, is the car sold inakuja na logbook or iko na pending issues. The other thing, is the vehicle accident free? Is it running or is it flood damaged? Ama unaweza kuwa una buy gari salvage for example, imegongwa nyuma, you must know the condition of the vehicle. If you are willing to repair a vehicle, maybe umepanga ununue gari imegongwa nyuma, uikate uicombine na ingine, these are things to keep in mind. And also, you must also know kama the auction inakubali uweze kuinspect the vehicle beforehand. If haikubali, for example, some places can allow you to go inspect the vehicle juu peke, but hawatakubali urun the vehicle. Now, if you're going in blind, only do so if you're fully aware of the risk. For example, unaweza buy a lemon car, meaning that it isn't running and you just have a piece of metal waiting for you. You can be buying a vehicle that has engine issues, and you can be buying a vehicle with electrical issues. Buying an older car from auction can be a great way to save money if you go prepared. Always be aware that there is a risk. Even if you check the documents, you inspect the vehicle, and hata ukiassume utaspend a bit of extra, keep in mind kuna hiyo risk of unknown. Mbona hii gari iko kwa yard? Now, have you bought a vehicle at an auction? What has been your experience? Unaweza state down in the comments nijue, was it worth it? If you're looking to buy a vehicle at an auction, you can just contact me. My number will be listed down in the description and I'll be able to assist you further. Thank you for tuning into Drive Dive. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and see you on the next episode.